president of Hikmeh. His team loses the second game in Dubai, and he goes out and he bursts on the players.
Welcome back to the fifth quarter, powered by LBA. Today's guest is Faysal Kalaawi, aka لعبتم بتياب التمرين.
ايه لعبتهم بتياب التمرين. لعبتهم بتياب العادة ولعبناهم كتير. اخر شي لعبونا.
بالاخر. Faysal, أول شي miss you and thank you for being here.
My pleasure to be part of the fifth quarter podcast with the whole LBA team. عن جد a group of young guys and girls trying to do عن جد what I believe we need to get out of sports and sports media and sports journalism. So يعطيكم العافية all of you, and I'm happy كمان for you يعني.
Thank you so much.
You're not someone that goes a lot على الإعلام, بس هلا since you have your own baby or your own show, it's good كمان for people to see the real Gabriel Salibi.
Exactly. بتعرف وقت الشباب تبعوا LBA حكيوني بالبروجكت شوي ذكرتني بدينامو.
Of course.
كان عندهم the same beliefs.
Exactly. Hopefully they can actually reach their goals. And in a country like Lebanon, it's very tough because if you're young, if you have ambition, they're gonna fight so that you don't reach. And then we'll talk more about that. But of course, it's like Dynamo and Jed. A group of young guys came in بمحل كلياته حيتان. حيتان يعني sharks. واجوا هالشباب, and they really showed that in Lebanon you can actually have the youth do the change. And inshallah LBA, and I trust this application is going to be the change in the basketball media.
inshallah in the near future. كنا عم نشوف شوي على LBA على الاب انه فيصل عم بيروح ويجي على شيكاغو.
Actually, to be honest, I went to Chicago on a business trip.
Okay.
Nothing related to basketball.
Okay.
But when I was there, I have my connections in the NBA.
Okay.
So I spoke to one of my good friends who's Brian Hagan, director of player personnel of the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
And I spoke to Pat Conley, who's a good friend of mine as well. He's the assistant GM of the Chicago Bulls. And they were asking me what happened with the team and all that. And I told them that this year we're not participating in the league. So they wanted to catch up. So they told me to come to the United Center in Chicago. Nice. And I went there, and I actually was surprised because I had DeMarcus Cousins come my way, Alex Caruso come my way. So I was like, what's going on? They were like, they had a shoot around before the game of the Milwaukee Bucks. So I went to the front offices basically, and I met with Brian Hagan and Pat Conley, and I explained to them a little bit of what happened. And I don't want to officially announce it, but no, we might have a lot of players that play in this league be in the summer league very soon. And like I did that with Wael in the Dallas Mavericks back in the day. I'm trying to build connections with the most possible number of teams in the league so that we really send the basketball how do I say it? The Lebanese basketball to the world. We really send this message. And regardless of whatever happened, I'm a firm believer that youth and sports are very interrelated with having a better community.
Okay.
So this is why if they think Lebanon, when I was thinking Lebanon, they couldn't handle it, or they couldn't let me think Lebanon and dominate in Lebanon. I'll take the extra mile. I'll always be one step ahead. So
Okay.
be sure I'm always one step ahead of you. Whoever you are, whoever you're listening to.
So Faisal now
Yes.
is still involved in basketball.
No, not today.
Okay.
But listen, basketball runs through your blood, through your veins. So it's not you can take me out of the game, but you can't take the game out of me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, my connections are still there,
They're there. Okay.
and my love towards Lebanese basketball and the players and the community. If I can be an added value somehow in one phone call, I'll do it. But no, day to day, no. I'm focusing on my business right now. I'm focusing on my work, so that if one day I want to come back, I'll come back stronger. But right now, it's all about actually my professional life, because I tried giving my all to basketball, but it's bigger than basketball here, unfortunately.
Okay. Talk about like coming back stronger. Being a president, was it hard?
This is the toughest job in the world.
Okay.
Being a basketball president actually is the toughest job in the world. Because
yeah, tell me.
sorry, I'm interrupting you, but I'll give it to you briefly. You are the leader of the ship. You are leading the pack.
True.
25 different personalities, 25 different people. And each person, you need to put them in their place so that they all work as a puzzle. And this is called chemistry. Okay? So you're not working as a president here, you're working probably as a psychologist somehow, somewhat. Okay? And then the money part comes in.
Yeah.
The money part, which is crazy. You need to run to get your budget, because no one person ever did it by himself. Yani, with all my respect to President Hisham Jarudi, who is my idol, he didn't do it by himself. He had a political party behind him. Late former Prime Minister Rafiq Hariri, and after it, President Saad al-Hariri, who had Riyadi as their baby somehow, somewhat.
Yes.
In the budget. And then after President Tabbara came in, you have the whole community pitching in the budget, and it goes the same way with all the other teams, but كل واحد على قد حاله على قد حجمه. And this is why today Dinamo was not in basketball, and Hikmi managed in 24 hours to go from forfeiting to continuing and competing, because at the end of the day, you have a fan base, and this fan base comes from a community, and this community is going to come and support. So you cannot do it as a soul. So you need to have a group of people around you so that you can manage the budget. And just to let you know that the return on investment in basketball is negative.
I was about to ask you that. Okay.
No, there's zero return. Even teams that have academies, I'm not sure if they have a return on investment in the first division. Okay. So what you make from the academy, you're putting in your first division team, and it's vanishing, because at the end of the day, you're still in an unprofessional setting. You can't beat the economy, and you can't beat the current situation that's in Lebanon. So I'll give you a quick example. The ticket for the game is 500,000 Lebanese pounds. If you have a full house, or 300,000 Lebanese pounds, I'm not sure how much it
No,
is this year.
500 or 600.
Regardless, if you have a full house, you're making what? 60 million? 100 million?
Yeah.
That's what, I don't know, what's 60 million today in dollars?
I don't know, but
600? I don't know. I have no idea.
بيعملوا شي $3000.
ما لك خلينا نسلم جدل. بيعملوا 3000. كم جيم عندك؟ كم هوم جيم عندك؟
10 9
حلك 20. Okay, that's not even one player.
Yeah.
You have 25 people that you need to pay huge amount of money at the end of the month. Okay, plus imports, foreigners, and they're throwing $30,000-$40,000 a month on a player. So you have 3 imports, you have your court, you have your jersey, your budgets are crazy. And why am I telling you can't beat the economy? No, the economy doesn't help you. You can't do ticket sales. TV rights are the best thing. And هون shout out to MTV, Sheikh Habib Gabriel and the rest of the crew. They're probably the only return that you have is from TV, but it's still minimal. I'm not sure if it covers one player on a top team. So 0 return. So you're working as a finance guy, as a psychologist, and then you have to work as a president. Okay? So you need to understand the game. So you're a technical guy, and you need to build chemistry. And all of this together is tough. It takes a lot of your time, it takes a lot of your efforts, it takes a lot of your energy. But to be honest, I was blessed with a great management around me. And we did miracles in 2 years. Dinamo made it to the finals of Dubai and the finals of Lebanon in less than 2 years. So alhamdulillah, لا أنا بالنسبة لي it's the toughest job. Do I miss it? I miss the adrenaline in the game.
أكيد.
Okay, but do I actually miss it? Like the day to day? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah 100 مرة.
Okay.
يعني I'm in a better place right now.
Yeah, because I feel like being a president, like you said, you're the captain of the ship, and وتتوقع بجورة, let's say, you're the one that needs to get out. Like no one is gonna like help you out.
Of course.
So
وقت توقع بالجورة يوقع الفريق كله بالجورة.
كله بالجورة.
يعني عندك 25 واحد وقعوا بالجورة.
Yeah.
I don't want to criticize other teams, but for example, like today we're filming on Sunday. On Saturday, January 20th, with all my love and respect to him, who's a great friend of mine, president of Hikmeh, his team loses the second game in Dubai, and he goes out and he bursts on the players. You're in the middle of a tournament. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're in the middle of a tournament. You can't lose your players right now. So actually, I use this example لأنه you as a president, you should know the timing as well. And you should know the goals that you have, and you should know who is on your team and what pressure they can handle. Once you don't know all of these, you're going to higher your expectations, and you are not going to get to your goals. And once you don't get to your goals, here the disappointment comes in. And once the disappointment comes in, this is where the investors leave the game. Because they do not have an understanding to the game of basketball. We cannot, it's not about wallah, I came, I have $1 million, I put it in basketball, we're gonna win. Habibi, there are 50 other teams in the region putting this $1 million. There are 5 other teams in the country putting these $1 million. You're not the only one spending. But you need to know دور زوايا. وبس تدور زوايا توصل للهدف اللي انت بدك اياه.
طب الهدف
اي هدف؟
هي مثل ما انت بتقول التنكة. طب ما ليه العالم why the presidents and like the sponsor will invest that much money with no return لا بالاخر بس يطلع لهم تشوفوا? Is it for the love of the game? Is it politics?
It depends. يعني you can يعني you can تقسمها. Depends. كل واحد عنده his own goal.
Okay.
يعني اليوم
What was
اكس
Faysal?
يجريك زد ما بدنا نفوت فيهم للاسماء،
Okay.
بس انه في حدا اكيد عنده بوليتيكال جول، في حدا عنده جولز لمدرسه، يمكن جولز لمعهد لجامعه، اليوم الشيء لاكاديمي. يعني كل واحد عنده his own goals. فيصل بركي غلطوا لفيصل انه كانوا الجولز اكبر من لبنان. هيدي اللي طلعت قلتها انا مع نمر اول مره عملت ان انترفيو، قلت له انه نحن بدنا نوصل على اسيا.
اوكي.
تكنيكلي وصلنا على وصل،
مزبوط. Yeah.
تكنيكلي وصلنا على وصل، بس شافوا عن جد انه نحن وصلنا على اسيا، قال لك لا، this guy is going to places, we need to stop that. So regardless هلا we don't want to go back to Dynamo، بس I'm a firm believer انه sports and youth like I said على الابليكيشن اول ما قعدت معك وبلشنا الحلقه، انه هن ب corrupt system مثل لبنان هن الامل الوحيد. they are the only hope they are the only hope انه هن يجوا اليوم ويغيروا الوضع اللي نحن فيه. Lebanon is a country مطاعم ماشيين for example on season، يعني seasonality. You can go out on weekends, you can have fun، بس البلد منه ماشي.
Yeah.
البلد اليوم منه ماشي، ولأنه البلد منه ماشي لازم يصير في تغيير، لازم يصير في محل من المحلات a huge change. And my message was actually from basketball because it's the game that I love, and it's the game that gives you the most exposure to reach the biggest mass possible.
مزبوط.
Okay, so and today ما في يمشي على الطريق انا بلا ما يعرفون العالم. صاروا يعرفوا مين فيصل، لانه بيعرفوا فيصل basically for one reason، انه فيصل كان يطلع بتصريحات لانه ويوضح انه نحن مجموعة شباب جينا باصعب ظروف سياسية اقتصادية امنية صحية، كوفيد، ثورة، financial crisis, and we didn't care. we had one mission انه this country needs change. Okay, and this country can be the best country in the world.
مزبوط.
So what my goal was, I love basketball, I'm gonna give basketball, but I love Lebanon and I want to give Lebanon, and I want to have my message delivered from basketball to the country. I don't know if I did that in 3-4 years, I'm not sure يعني، بس if I did, thank God. If I didn't, then it is what it is.
لما فيصل انت where you bring all this energy from? What like where did you get this fire? All this action?
I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius, so يعني it's a fire sign يعني. بس لا, it's my personality, and it's actually يعني from my young days in رياضة يعني I was never the guy بالفئات العمرية اللي هو والله بس بيجي على التمرين وبفل. اوكي لا, انا كان محل المحلات فؤاد ابو شقرة. I used to staple اسماء الامبورتس الفري ايجنتس على ريل جي ام واعطيهم لفؤاد. مره دايركت تارفر حكيت معه انا امسان.
yeah
remember امسان؟ كنت خلقان انت على امسان؟
كنت خلقان.
ايه سو حكيته على امسان لدايركت تارفر، وجبته وقتها على لبنان ودقيت لفؤاد قلت له حطه بالحمراء فينا نجربه ما بعرف شو. ثابت صاب نيت جونسون نزل دايركت تارفر خلاص يعني صار خي. I was never the ordinary يعني or the mainstream person يعني, let's put it this way. I always like to take the extra mile يعني. And probably today I'm 30. I was president when I was 26, so I'm not sure how many people in this country can do that يعني. I don't think they can.
Tough. It was very tough. Can we see Dynamo soon again? Is it in the plans? You're not thinking about it?
It's tough.
Okay.
It's tough. It's a far fetch. But for me, nothing is impossible يعني. بس
أكيد.
هلا in the near future I need a break. So I'm gonna take my break.
Okay.
And بس I'm not gonna be يعني like I told you. I went to Chicago on a business trip. I had an exhibition there. And I made time for basketball. عرفت؟
Yeah.
And for Lebanese basketball. So wherever I can help, I'm going to help. And we had partners in the club first year. I wasn't greedy. I introduced them to the president of the federation. They did the sponsorship for the national team. The second year, we had Hassan was vice president, Hassan Fawaz.
How was?
كمان, we met with Shelbil once when the national team needed us, and he sponsored many tickets back then. يعني أنا from my side, I'm not a selfish person. I'm someone that really believes in Lebanese basketball and wants to give it his all.
أكيد. أكيد. If we see Dynamo again, what would be هيدي بنلعبها كل حلقة اسمها top picks. Who would be your team if you had to build a team? Starting five and a 6-man. وأنا حألعب ضدك.
Right now يعني؟
I'm gonna do my team. Hey, right now. With 2 imports.
براين منصور.
هلا
كريم ارتال.
دقيقة شوي. Point guard.
Oh,
Shooting guard.
Okay. With 2 imports.
With 2 imports.
A rookie point guard.
Rookie point guard.
Yeah.
Mean.
I don't know. You need a name?
Hey, names.
Rookie point guard. I don't know. Probably someone like Zach Lofton last year يعني. بس إنه I'd have to do my research. بس إنه if you need someone that people know or someone from the league يعني.
Hey, someone from the league.
Javian Blake. قصة.
Hey,
قصة.
You know, وقت بلشنا السيزون I wasn't 100% sure about Javian.
لا I was 100% sure from last year. They offered me Javian last year, but there was a risk of Zach leaving.
Okay.
في محل من المحلات. هلا أنا I lowballed him, which was my mistake. بس إنه I'm happy with Zach. Zach's my favorite player of all time. So.
Same.
So yeah, Javian Blake.
Go
ahead.
Oof. Point guard. I'm about to go with Ali Mansour.
Okay. I like Ali.
I need the energy. Shooting guard.
Amir.
Tough.
خلص I wanted to go for a different perspective. I wanted to go youngsters. وكان بدي احكيك بشي تاني وانه انا I believe انه هلا it's about to rebuild. But anyways, you wanna beat me? You can't beat me خي.
What?
Can't play.
Don't.
I don't lose easy يعني.
I'm the coach.
Lost 2 games all season long.
I put myself.
Just to let you know يعني.
So.
We lost 1 game last season all season long.
مظبوط. أنا my shooting guard أنت نقيت أمير سعود بدي وقفه لأمير. I'm gonna get KZ زينون.
Nice.
I'm building the hoops team.
So هترك لك جابي. 3-man?
Forward, yeah. Small forward.
You can defend.
Homie?
Yeah.
A little bit.
But I'm not gonna be biased right now. I'm gonna.
لا أنا coach أصلاً.
You're not allowed to play.
أنا هلا coach.
A little bit قلت لي إيه. 3-man. سيرجيو. خلص خلصت.
كنت على إيه؟
حط خشبتين. خلصت. تفضل.
سيرجيو. ما فيني نقي وائل على 3. I need a big lineup. I'm gonna go with a foreigner. Jamal Artis.
اوكي عادي
لا simple guy بس
عادي
does the work man.
20-point game guys.
Go ahead forward.
خيي ما فيك. وين في اسماعيل في بطولة؟ even at 50 I don't care. اسماعيل
أنا بيقولوا لي وين في هايك في بطولة كمان.
منيحة كمان بس منه اسماعيل. he's a great player بس منه اسماعيل.
I'm gonna go with my guy Hike for forward. 5 man.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's playing overseas, not in the league, so it's fair. He's on the radar of a couple of teams in Lebanon, so I've heard.
Okay.
So I'll go Cousins, Ismail, Sergio, Amir, Javian Blake. Easy game. وإذا بدك خد بليك بعطيك إياه. أعطيني زاك. هيك بخلصها عليك مزبوط يعني.
أنا كمان
خلص مين ما كان.
اسمع لي.
لو جبت شاك.
أنا قالوا لي دوايت هاورد جاي على لبنان.
So your team is Dwight, Artis, Hike, Ali, Karim. Good enough for second place. And I love KZ يعني كثير يعني.
أنا
فضل كان يكون معي. Can we trade?
Can trade.
Yeah. Give me KZ. Take مين بدك؟ Take my 6 man.
مين ال6 man؟
ما بعرف بدك. هو بس when you trade round picks
باخد أمير أنا إذا بتاخد لي كيزي.
لا خلي لي أمير. خلاص keep it this way.
6 man.
Oof. بلال طبارة.
Oh, good one. صراحة good one.
Versatile.
I love Bilal, man.
My neighbor for 20 years. I trust his game and I know he's one of the best in Lebanon if he gets the chance.
صراحة. By the way, shout out لجو أبي خرس. He's doing great, man. كمان يعني هلا عم بيطلع له chance and he's proving. I get Joe.
Can they vote?
They can vote.
They don't need to vote.
لا هلا
خالصة.
الجمهور vote. It's easy. Faysal, I'm gonna introduce Maria to the set.
With pleasure.
Our high performance coach.
Hi Maria.
Hi Maria.
Hello guys, كيفكن؟
Hi Maria.
Hi Faysal.
How are you?
I'm good. أنت كيفك؟
Good الحمد لله.
بس عن جد كيفك؟
مش منيح. لا الحمد لله.
قطعت الفيز. Where are you هلا من بعد كل
لا you can see the difference. أنا if you watch the podcast with Gaga and you see me now live you can see the difference. أكيد.
مزبوط.
No, you get over it, you know.
مزبوط.
Sometimes you love a person for years and you get divorced and it takes you time but you get over that person.
Yeah.
So no.
شو من أهم الأشياء اللي كانوا بحياتك اللي ساعدوك to get over this phase?
My family, their support, my work. I'm someone that works a lot, يعني 12-14 hours a day. And my friends, يعني, that were very supportive. They're not many, but
quality.
They're quality.
Yeah. بس how do you take care of yourself؟ يعني where إذا بدك أنا as a high performance coach I don't only work with professional athletes but I work with a lot of executives and people in business. Part of my role as a chief life officer by Mind Valley is to work with CEOs under the philosophy of the CEOs and the executives take care of everyone but who takes care of them?
Exactly.
So how do you take care of your mental health, of your state?
No, at the end of the day I traveled a lot the past few months for work and like I told Gabby for example in Chicago I did something I love. You know, I went to the United Center. I met with the NBA executives. I went to Dubai. I came back a couple of days ago. I had also a lot of business meetings, but I went a day before, a day after. I did a lot of traveling صراحة this past couple of months. And it's one of my hobbies before basketball. Once you get taken with basketball وكل هيدا بتبطل سهل انك تسافري لانه you can't leave your team. It's like leaving a baby alone in the room. So لا I'm spacing out basically يعني.
رجعت تعمل الاشياء اللي انت
things that I like and focusing on myself basically. That's it يعني. I focused a lot the past couple of years على العالم على اللعيبة الفريق الكوتشز الميديا الفederation يعني it was taking all my focus and I forgot about Faysal. Right now I'm getting Faysal back and of course I have people in my life that I can talk to. There are some people I talk to for hours and actually they were also main reasons why I got over this and I got past this, and they always remind me that you come first.
Yeah.
I'm not a firm believer لأنه I'm a giver. I like to give a lot, but with experience and with time I realized that no, you actually need to come first because nobody would care about
to be able to
yourself
give anyway.
exactly more than they care about you. So I changed way my mindset and inshallah with time if it's a big if I come back to the basketball world as a club president, it will be a different ball game.
How different?
Way different.
So how will you manage إذا أنت هلا بنظرك إنه لا I have to prioritize myself to be able to give as much as I want to give to my community, to my people, to the game or anything. بس من هيدا المنطلق كيف رح تتغير your management strategy أو people management strategy knowing إنه you want to put yourself first and be able to serve other people.
Let go when I have to let go.
Okay.
Not be a one-man show the whole time. Because at the end of the day, the one-man show, it gives you a privilege somehow, somewhat technically, but when push comes to shove, and sorry, it was when shit hits the fan, it takes دفشة ليفرض كل شيء.
صح.
And to surround myself with the right people and build slowly. I had great people around me, but I had backstabbers around me as well. People that I used to try to push for meetings and I used to push for their التزام. Let me put it this way يعني. And they backstabbed when they got the chance to, and there were other people that supported until today. So these supporters, you need to find them, and you need to take your time because trust is a big fucking word.
Yes.
You need to find them and you need to trust them. And once you build هذا الشيء حواليك, you'll be solid enough to go back to war. Because unfortunately, I'm a firm believer, Maria, that we are all in one community that and we need each other. كلياتنا بدنا بعض لنوصل. يعني الحكمة بده رياضي, بده دينامو, بده جيمان وكيان, بده إبراهيم منسى, بده أكرم, بده شربل, بده جاسم, بده كلنا بدنا بعض لنقدر نطلع بالباسكتبول. وهيدا الشيء اللي بعد يمكن ما وصلوا له الأندية بالانتلكت تبعهم بعدهم هن لا احنا بحرب كلنا مع بعض. الحرب اتس اون كورت، مش برات الملعب. برات الملعب نحن وي ار وان انتيتي لازم نكون
مزبوط.
لنقدر نوصل باللبنيز basketball. Unfortunately you can watch the Dubai tournament today and you can see that the only teams that are suffering are the Lebanese teams.
Yeah.
And people on social media, they ask why are the Lebanese teams suffering? They're suffering because we're so busy fighting each other in the league that we are not focusing on the ultimate goal. So that's the bigger picture basically. So that's how I look at it, and I'll step back into the game when they all have this vision.
إن شاء الله.
And some of them they actually do يعني هلا.
صح إن شاء الله. أنت حكيت شوي عن your role as a president. حكيت شوي عن your role as a president. وحكيت كمان إنه your role wasn't just as a president.
أكيد.
You were also a therapist.
أكيد.
Right? So can you tell me more about this? How was it to be a therapist?
والله I didn't know I'll be that good being a therapist, but you can ask Gabby. He was one of my patients. Do you call them patients or clients?
Clients. أنا لا therapy yes patients.
Patient. He was one of my patients. So even this year you played a bad game and I called you.
مزبوط.
I care about my players.
Yeah.
I believe that they are the pillars that will lead my message to be delivered, and that will lead the club, of course, to victory.
صح.
So it's tough. It's tough to handle different characters. But I'm a good listener. So I used to listen a lot, and I have.
And then when I'm تفضيها.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I was the first president actually to introduce
mental training. Yes,
and
sir.
sports psychology.
مزبوط.
We said it with Jad Mbarak, by
Yeah.
the way. I was telling Jad, he came last week, that Dynamo was the only team.
Yeah.
The only team in the
only
league.
team. مزبوط.
And people used to laugh
Yeah.
and used to comment on social media. But that's why we only lost one game last year. It's not technical.
So
Because we didn't have the best players on the team. With all my respect to my players,
yeah.
But they're not A++. A++ are in Riyadh, and you have A players in Beirut and then Hikmah.
Yeah.
On paper and pen, we were the fourth best team last year. We finished first. And we went to the finals in Dubai and we went to finals in the Lebanese league. Is because we knew how to mingle and merge basketball with psychology basically.
قد ايه مهم هيدا الشيء؟ قد ايه عن جد لعب دور؟
مش معقول.
أنا هلا بقدر شوفه بالتيمز هلا when I know لأنه أنا I work with different players, so بشوف شو عم بصير، شو مين عم بيأثر على مين، كيف عم بيأثروا حدا، إذا عم بيتفاعل كتير قد ايه عم بيأثر على وبتشوف إنه هيدا الشيء بيأثر ب the entire chemistry of the team. And once the entire chemistry of the team is off, the team is not going to be able to perform.
Trust me, the player that doesn't listen to the mental trainer,
they come back, right?
They either come back or they leave.
صح.
Because basketball is a game of pressure. Sports is a game of pressure. A competition, any competition has pressure. If you can't handle the pressure and the stress and you can't have the right mindset, you will not reach your full potential.
مزبوط.
And if you don't reach your full potential, you will not win games.
مزبوط.
So we had better players in front of us. We had bigger money in front of us. We spent probably fourth highest last year. But we finished first. It's because we knew بالعربي حلك إياها من أين تؤكل الكتف.
مزبوط. I appreciate this. أصلاً أنا لا هديك السنة كنت كتير عم تابع basketball in general، بس كمان بالفاينلز وقت كنتوا عم تلعبوا ضد رياضي كنت دايماً in contact أنا وداني exchange كل الوقت، حتى أنا وكوتش جاد كنا يعني after every game reviews.
Oh, you're the person?
I'm the person.
You're the one that spoke to some of the players
صح.
in the finals.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. لا أنا كان لي كوتش جاد في حدا عم بيحكي مع داني وعم بيحكي مع اكس واي وزد من اللعيبه وعم بتابع معهم and she's doing a great job so thank you. بس والله
My biggest pleasure. بالعكس أنا I appreciated إنه أنت عطيت أهمية لهيدا الدور بالباسكت لأنه أنا
أكيد.
بعرف first hand من شغلي بس 3/4 العالم ما بيقشعون إنه لا شو بيصير behind the scenes قد إيه بيأثر شو بيصير in front of the scene.
كل شيء
Yeah.
كلها mental.
مزبوط. So that's why I want to remind you إنه كمان كلها mental the people يلي مش بس عم يلعبوا on the court بس يلي in the management system as well لأنه especially being a high performer.
بدها قاعدة تحت الهواء.
أنت بس high performer يعني من قد إيه you work من your passion you said it you have that fire within. بدي أرجع لهالموضوع. أنت كشخص بلش you started a club at 26 يلي it's a big achievement for you to really be proud of. ببلد عن جد ما بيدعم كتير هالقد الطموح أو العالم يلي هن ambitious. بزيت وقلت إنه سألك من وين you get your energy قلت له I'm a fire sign. So I get that لأن I'm a fire sign as well. بعرف شو يعني
What's your horoscope?
Leo.
Okay, like my dad.
So أنت
أبو جاب كمان.
والله.
So you have the leadership skills to start something like that. You have the fire within to keep you going. بس بذات الوقت if you don't integrate this in your habits, in your routine, in your mindset, in your consistent actions over time ما رح يطلع لك شيء من لا leadership skills اللي اجت innate probably ولا من الفاير يلي عندك اياها within because of right? So what kind of routines أو check-ins أو habits أو mindset you keep in check تضلك أنت عن جد تعرف إنه أنا I'm gonna keep going whether in your career, in basketball, anything else.
هلا to be honest you're going very deep.
That's my job.
Okay. لا it's fine. بس
لأنه بعرف إنه
I'm the type of person. هلا you said fire, right?
Yes.
I don't sit down and I don't analyze.
Yeah.
And I don't stress out. I try not to at least.
Yeah.
Everybody stresses out. But I try not to stress out. I try to play it by ear. And I go with the flow of life.
Okay.
And whenever a problem comes in, I attack it at the time.
Yeah.
I was in a dark tunnel. I didn't know who was with me, who was against me. I didn't know who wanted me to be part of the game, who wanted me out of the game. I didn't. And it was a nightmare. But at the end of the day, خلاص, you know, I went out of the tunnel step by step until I saw the light. That light, I told Gab before you came in, I told him that light was a few quality friends, my professional career, and always telling myself that this is not the end. This is a lesson that I learned and I move on. Like you tell me what routines do I do or what activities do I do, I'm not gonna lie to you يعني. It's not much يعني.
Yeah.
But if you have advice, I told you I'm a good listener, so
Yeah.
I'd love to hear يعني.
كيف بيتطبق السؤال اللي سألتك إياه على باسكتبول تكون كمان شوي in relation لل ليش عم بسألك هيدا السؤال كمان مش بس ك high performer بس for athletes one part of الستراتيجي اللي بنتبعها هي مش wait for the challenge until you build a strategy over it to be able to handle it. لا you need to oversee challenges يلي معقول يجوا build the routines, the mentality, the tools for you to be able بس تجي هاد challenge ready مش توقع بهيدا بالجورة بعدين تنطر إنه okay what do I need to get up and then it takes you much more time. هون بتجي efficiency, هون بتجي to be able to you said it. You need
But
to mix the technical.
even if you're in a place where you don't know where you are, who's against you, who's with you,
هلا أكيد
like how are you gonna put a vision on that and a strategy and build upon?
This is where you focus on building أنت يعني your value, your self-worth, your everything within, so that when you're put in situations where the outside is too much وتكون the base strong, you'll get back up أسرع. مش إنه منا رح تكون مش كل شيء أكيد رح تقدر تعرف تتوقعه، بس وقت أنت تكون بسيتويشن لايك ذات وتكون أنت already شاغل على حالك، ساعتها بتقدر تطلع على حالك من هيدي السيتويشن أسرع بكتير، لأنه you already built هود الأشياء. وأصلاً what you do on a daily basis you become that eventually, and what you do on a daily basis بيصير حياتك eventually. So that's why it's important كمان نكون عم نطلع على these different habits and routines that we build. لأنه you said it, if you don't mix the technical with the psychology كمان, you're not going to be able to reach your full peak potential. So it also helps يعني مش بس psychologically بس also in any kind of area of life, spiritual, mental, physical and emotional. كل هول الأربعة they make up who you are. If you focus on one, you're only building 25% of your potential. If you focus on all four, then you're really reaching your top potential.
Noted.
Amazing. Amazing. And صراحة your first question ما بعرف ليه بس كتير عم فكر فيه لما قلت لي
The first step towards any change in behavior is awareness.
بس
You need to be aware. of how-
exactly. بس أنا كيفك قلت لها منيح، قلت لي عن جد كيفك. أنا هيدي صراحة props يعني.
Thank you.
لا of course آخر شيء people see what they see on TV. سجل يا تاريخ.
لا بس عاملها بالاخر يا فيصل.
سجل يا تاريخ. دينامو عم بكسر الدنيا، دينامو هون. بس people they don't actually see who you really are and what you go through and what's inside you and what's going on and what's happening, you know. So العكس it's always good to هيك take a step back to take 2 steps forward.
1,000%. Exactly.
ماريا.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Maria.
Thank you
so
guys.
much.
صوت
فيصل.
الضمير ماريا.
عريت سجل يا تاريخ. في عنا gift إلك من بوست بيت ستوديوز. بدي عزبك تفتحها.
Thank you so much.
Postbit Studios, they try to keep the video game history alive through art and AI.
Making history, the calm and the storm.
سجل يا تاريخ.
سجل يا تاريخ.
Can we see it? Nice.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is going to be in the office tomorrow.
I like it. فيصل, I hope حبيت القعدة.
Very nice. خلصنا بكير.
chill. Thank you Furniture Plus.
Yeah, thank you for Furniture
Like
Plus.
it. Guys, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure is mine.
Do not forget
To
to subscribe
ما بيزعل
and
منه.
like the
Exactly.
5th quarter and share with your loved ones.
Exactly.
Faisal,
Thank you so much and best of luck, Gabby, in the rest of the season.
and we hope to see Faisal back in the basketball community.
You will soon.
Inshallah.
See you guys.